we're here to show you that being able to improvise and do some make-em-ups might be the only tools you actually need to be a dungeon master. And as a player only, not a DM, I'm so excited to torture them rather than them torturing me. So I think we are ready to get to the games. The way this is going to work is I am going to guide our competitors, our victims, through 5 tasks that they have to complete. At the end of each task, I will give contestants a score. The score number will be totally subjective. Oh. Basically, I'm going to be a D20, and I'm going to make some stuff up.
Okay, well,
you're welcome, everyone. So now, you know, this is D&D, this isn't golf, higher is better, so you're going to have to keep score of your own score on your own whiteboards. Now you have to do math. Sucks for all of you. Yeah, how's it feel? It's not like there's any heat behind this.
So far,
it's fine. It's fine.
Wait, so I can write down any number I want on this board?
No. I have to keep it track too. We have crew members here.
Oh no!
So make sure to keep some space for all of those numbers that you have to write. By the end of this competition, the player with the highest score will wear the DM Showdown, Show Crown, Hoedown, something else.
Can we share?
Anyway, so let's meet our players. We have our very own Becca Scott. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, it's me, Becca Scott.
Kelly Lynne D'angelo.
I'm a Kelly Lynne D'angelo.
We have Caso.
I'm a Vincenzo Caso, and I'm just happy to be here.
Oh no! What Italian? And we have Kailey Bray.
Hi, I'm Kailey Bray, because everyone's Italian.
Yes, and everybody.
Commitment to the bit.
Okay, let's get started.
1 point each?
1 point each.
One point each.
Okay.
I'm going to do tallies.
All right, task number 1. I wish we had like dramatic lights that went doo-doo-doo. You each must list 5 NPC character names as fast as you can. You're not writing this. You're going to say it out loud.
Oh.
And we're going to go down the line. This is think on your toes. We're going to go down this line. Ready? Becca, 5 NPC names, go.
Andrew B. Skabrowski, Tony Baloney, whatchamacallit, Dinglehopper, Alpha Numeric, and Jonathan Wiley.
Wonderful.
That's a real guy who's watching. What's up, Jonathan?
Let's keep going.
Okay, Gurf Hornslugger.
Yes.
Mica Shika.
I see.
Hark. Number 4. And Daddy Diggles.
Ooh, like it. Vince?
Garth Dingle Diggle.
There's a theme.
I know, where's this ending? Harm, Horn Swallow, Gush, Jimmy Two Shoes. And Fimy, Sparkle Spanks.
Sure. Last but not least.
Oh, great. Daisy Sycamore.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good one.
Eleanor Johnson.
Wow.
Whoa, next level.
Elementary. Sally Peterson. Is that 5? Am I missing one?
No, I think one more.
Mishka, mush.
It's phenomenal. All right, let's give out some points here.
I feel like that's a great. There's a cafe there.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that was phenomenal. I think 16 points over here. Love that use of daddy. We're going to give you 10 points over here. Those were some real names. You know, I was vibing with it. We got a little mush mouth at the end, but you got it. 6 points. I was going to give you 5, but you have the hair going on, so we're going to go with it.
I'll take 6 for Gush alone.
And then
roll it.
We're going to go with 12 because you know you're my co-host. So I gotta give you some points, girl. Love that. All right. Next up, we need chat's help. Hey, chat. Y'all out there, can we get a suggestion of an environment you'd like to see in an adventure? Be as specific as you can, and remember, you can include interior locations and outdoor geographical locations. So we've got fairies off on the side choosing either the best suggestions or, you know, just whatever the first ones they saw. I will read each of you a different environment, and you have 1 minute to describe a la flavor text what your players see before them in an interesting way. This time we will start with Kelly, go in the same order, but backwards, ending with Becca.
Wait.
Kelly, not. There are 2 people with K names, and it's very confusing to me.
We do this to everyone.
Yeah, and also you have the same hairstyle. You both have beautiful curls. It's very confusing.
No writing for this one either?
No writing.
Okay.
But first, we're going to start with Fire Swamp. You have 1 minute. Do we have an actual timer? No?
We'll just count.
We're just going to guess.
Honor
It's
system.
a feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a vibe.
All right.
Okay.
Go.
Suddenly you're there. coals burn at your face. Wow. You turn around quickly as you can see the lava slowly eroding all of the obsidian spires around you.
Oh.
Oh no, you're in the fire swamp. Very quickly, you dash to the other side, trying to avoid the heat. But two strange figures from the corner of your eye shoot through the sky. Is it a dragon? Is it a guy? Whatever it is, it's hot.
Ooh.
Is that a full minute?
That was probably a full minute. Yes, that was amazing.
RUSs? I
Fire
don't believe
swamp.
they exist.
Fire swamp. All right, I think we are ready for the next. I'm so sorry, Becca.
Oh, me?
Feywild. Wait, no, ending with Becca. Ending with Becca, this is you.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry. Vince. You're the Feywild barbershop. Ready? Go.
The door swings open, you hear the light tinkle of a bell. Not quite the tinny sound you'd expect when you enter a normal shop, but something that sings with a melody you're unfamiliar with. It's almost intoxicating as you hear it, lulling you into this sense of comfort as you approach. The smell in the shop is floral. You smell night-blooming jasmine and lavender, which again just lulls you into this borderline stupor as this blue-haired, blue-bearded, wild, yellow-eyed barber signals for you to sit in his chair. A chair that, by the way, is growing out naturally from the floor as though it were all one living organism in the entire shop. You sit down, you don't even have to ask. He snaps his fingers, and the hair on your face, your head, begins to change shape before your eyes. You're not even sure if you're hallucinating this or if it's really happening. The spell you're under from this shop taking over, and all of a sudden, your style is flawless.
Oh my God!
No, I can't follow that. I can't follow that.
I love your names.
I helped lay down the tracks, definitely.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I was building on Kelly's performance, really.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we have Inside the Dam of an Awakened Beaver Family. Shout out to whoever put
Why
that
didn't
in
I
chat.
get that one?
For a trade.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Begin.
So you find yourself waking up in a bed that is smaller than you're used to, made beautifully of gnawed logs, but comfortably covered in a quilt, a patchwork quilt that is full of clearly handmade with love. And as you open your eyes fully, you see 4 pairs of eyes staring at you. Dark eyes, no pupils, but bright with intelligence, as 2 larger beavers and 2 smaller beavers look at you expectantly as you sit up in this bed that is clearly made for a much smaller creature. The walls around you are that same gnawed log material, but full of art, as though while they were gnawing and building up this beautiful space inside, they made time to create designs along the walls featuring the history of this family. And you follow the story around the walls, lit by glowing toadstools, perhaps, inside, illuminated this history of this family. And the one in a flowery, almost pinafore, comes up to you with very strong front teeth and holds a small, hollowed out piece of wood or maybe a stone and offers you some tea.
Oh my God, my heart is so warm. I felt like I was in that beaver den. 10 out
I
of
bet
10.
it's poison.
Oh, whoa. No sabotage of the competition now.
Oh God.
Now, Becca.
So deep.
Becca. You have to describe the interior cavity of a Tarrasque. A Tarrasque being
Help me out here.
an animal?
It's a very scary,
Massive
monster.
Oh, monster.
creature,
Monster.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you've been fighting for this Tarrasque for hours. You are dripping in sweat. You look down at your sword and you think, I can't do it anymore. As you look up and you're squeezing through like a slip and slide. What is happening? You feel like you're being transported, but rather you are falling down the throat of this Tarrasque, and you think this is horrifying. This is being eaten alive. This is the end. And then you bounce against the walls and you think, wow, it's really nice in here. I mean, it's warm, it's cozy. It's like you've entered the womb once again.
No! God.
Until you shove your arms and legs out on the side and look down, and beneath you is stomach acid. It spits up at you as it bubbles and boils, and you start clawing upward to get back out the mouth, but there's nothing to grab onto as you slip slowly into the bile.
Huzzah.
I don't know what a Tarrasque is.
We went from a cozy cottage to dying via bile. Good Lord, this is a fun game.
That's D&D, baby.
That's on brand. That is on brand. Yeah, that is on brand for D&D. But I have now scores to give out. We are going to award the top score of 5,427 points to the barbershop. That speed, that confidence, I was like, wow, I was there.
5,000 and what?
5,427?
27?
You're supposed to write it. You were supposed to write it down.
I'm just astonished at the
Second place goes to the Beavers. We're going to give you a solid 3,204. I'm not saying it twice. I got you.
I'm not saying it twice.
And here's the thing. You were going to get second, but you said bile. I'm so sorry. So second goes to the beautiful fire, lava, and the crackling. And the dragon are a man, but they were hot dragons that appealed to me. So we're going to give you a solid, what is it, 3,000 for you? 2,947.
Love it, love it.
And Becca, just 1,020.
Okay.
1,020.
I'll take it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't
All
know
right,
what a
you guys.
Tarrasque is. That's on me.
We are moving on to task number 3.
This chair is so deep. I'm swallowed by this chair.
For any of you new to Dungeons & Dragons out there, this is as chaotic as Dungeons & Dragons usually is. It's so beautiful. I love Friends. All right, task number 3, DMs. You're going to choose a character class. This can be a real class, like a warlock, or a fake class, like a miner. I don't know. Not like a child, but like one with a pickaxe.
Miners don't exist.
I feel like, but that's not a class.
They're not
right?
real.
They're not real. Miners don't exist. They're only in Snow White. So you're gonna have to tell me what class you've chosen, and then you're gonna have to convince me, your player, to want to play this class in my next campaign. We're gonna start with Vince and go down the line this way, because that's how it works. Yes, I know my left from my right. Vince, take us away.
The class is Divamancer. What they essentially do is they are able to make accords with and manipulate the favor of the gods. That's primarily how they execute magic. Not a cleric in the sense that they are aligned with or subservient to a deity, but they're able to actually enter into and actually pull the strings of the domains of specific gods and the way they influence the natural world. So you can specialize in certain subclasses that give you certain power over specific areas of nature or of life, the way that you have gods for everything from tying your shoes to trees and fire, and then specialize from there to develop your attacks, your defenses, and how you interact with the world.
God complexes. I like it. I like it.
Is James Wyatt watching? We got a writer for you. This is his resume.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
essentially.
So we've got the princess class. Surprising literally no one. So it's kind of the best of the bard with the best of the druid. You have all of the wonderful charisma and political power and ways to convince people with song or with beautiful words, but you also have your deep ties to nature and to the natural world and to animals. You can use music, you can use the cooperation from all of your animal friends, and you can use your deep knowledge of the way that political systems work and your ability to manipulate your relationships with people. To achieve your goals.
Now, quick question here as this player that is being convinced. Yeah. Do you have magical powers as well? Will there be spell slots?
Absolutely.
Guys, it's going to be hard to top that, but it's time for you to try.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I wrote down a word, and this is the new class that you will be playing, Mica. It's a Melodotritionarian.
Is that the powerhouse of the cell?
Yes, you got it. It's done. You power everything. No, well, they do harness the power of the sun.
Okay.
As well as being like a bard, cleric, barbarian kind of mix, because you're melodious and your sort of rhythms power the entire earth. Trisharian. This is like healing spells. You just get access to all of them. So your friends love you. And then Marion, you smash good.
Ooh.
Yeah, but like, you can double rage. It's like rage, but triple hits on all your attacks.
Hell yeah.
Man, that sounds like a really useful class. Gonna be tough to top.
Okay, all right, so join me here, right?
All right.
You've heard of sword swallowers?
I mean, once or twice.
You've heard of furniture makers?
Oh, I mean, here and there.
Have you heard of couch swallowers? That is your newest class. If you want to take on the role of couch swallower, listen, it has a little bit of enchantment going on. It has a little bit of that artificer feel to it. But really what it is, it's almost like, no, you don't need the big comfy couch. No, you don't even need the Simpsons couch. You conjure couches that swallow your enemies whole. Not only that, but you can summon couches that speak in different languages that then also swallow your enemies whole. Really, the theme is to get a couch that just swallows you and slowly takes over your life to a point. Are you a person anymore, or are you a couch? It really makes you question your existence, and it's a great psychological, even deeper than like warlocks here. You don't need someone to speak to here. You just have couches.
You just have couches. Now, follow-up question on these couches. Would it also be possible to like subclass and like summon a love seat that would eat people, or like maybe even like an ottoman armchair combo?
I love where your head is at, and the answer is yes.
Okay, well on that note, 20 points to you. That's our top score right there. Princesses was so close, so we're gonna give you a 19. 19.5. You really almost got me there. I was like, wow, but then ottoman armchair combo, like I can't. You can't beat that. I'm so sorry.
Infinite possibilities.
And here's the thing, I know this is kind of cheap. They say like ties are like kissing your sister or whatever, but like you guys are both gonna get like an 18.
Okay.
Because like the tie, they were just.
I'm all for it.
I want
good company.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah. I love it. I love this.
Question for Kelly. Where do you find your inspiration?
Yeah,
I'm not certain where.
Out of nowhere.
When you first said it, I'm like, oh great, you swallow couches. That's amazing.
Right.
That's very powerful.
Joke's on you. Couch swallow you.
Yeah. Oh my god, I never would have thought. Uno reverse.
All right, this is speed round, you guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This one requires a little bit of writing.
Oh,
That's why you have to
board
write.
off.
I see you've been doodling, sir.
Doodling. I got little hearts and little smiley faces.
It's very cute. We love it. You have 15 seconds. That is 1-5 to write out the answer to this prompt. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Write me an adventure title. Go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to have them revealed one at a time. We're going to start with Becca.
My adventure is called The Beginning of the End of All the Oh My God.
Wonderful. We really ramped up there. Really love it. All right.
Thank you.
Contestant number 2.
This one is called The Story of Merman McMileston.
I loved the unsureness there. That really sold it. It was phenomenal. Contestant number 3.
I have Cassian Mysteries, The Tale of the Chalice.
Hire him.
Right? Hire first of all. Who's Cassian? I don't know, but I want to
find out.
I crave to know who Cassian is. Contestant numero 4.
We have The Deepest Couch, The Darkest Heart.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
You got the
5,000 points to you. Because not only was that melodic, but it referenced a previous joke. 5,000 points. 5,000 points. That was phenomenal. How do we get you a contract? Like, screw the points. How do we get you hired somewhere? Because I want to play Cassian Mysteries.
I'll write this too. Like, just
do it.
Y'all watch.
Do it, you won't.
Do it, you won't. Everybody tweet at Vince. Make him write it. Make him do a thing.
Do it.
Bring it.
So, 2,500. 2,500.
Great.
2,500.
2,500. I'll take it. Hell yeah.
1,500.
Oh, okay.
In case you forgot.
Yo, oh my God.
1,507.
Whoa.
Now I feel like Kelly's been slighted.
Talk about a snub.
It was the oh my God at the end, and I felt like you really sold it. I'm sorry if you didn't trip and have to look back. You know, it was just the delivery.
Yeah.
This is a DM competition.
No, I'm taking notes.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Did you write it down?
No, I didn't. Okay.
Becca,
Yes, Mica. Yes, Mica.
I love that I can tell that the oh my God came at the exact moment she said 5 seconds. And you're like, oh my God.
All right, you guys. I think this might be almost our last question here.
Okay.
This is a really interesting one because as a player, I actually hate asking this question. But I'm very terrified, and this is just gonna, if I get the shakes, nobody look at me. If you are a DM and you're about to TPK your party, for those at home, that is a total party kill. You're gonna kill every last player at your table. How would you do it? We'll start with Kailey.
Ooh.
Oh, sure, yeah, because I TPK my players all the time. I would have them face essentially mirrored images of themselves.
Oh shit, I was
Dramatic.
And in this final battle, have them ended by their worst nightmares within their own characters.
You are inside my mind because I was gonna say.
Mine's also very similar.
Okay, we're gonna bounce around then. We're gonna pop over to you to let those two work out their issues.
Yeah, totally. So most likely what would happen is suddenly there's darkness.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like that. Really add the ambiance.
Oh, that spooky tune that plays every time.
There would be sudden darkness.
Okay.
And then you would see this portal open up that is swirling full of purple energy.
Love the purple energy.
Yeah. You'd fall into it one by one, and slowly as you could feel your physical soul releasing from your body, you'd land soft-footed in a delicate kitchen tile. And I would have it so each one of the players ended up in a different split parallel reality of themselves today.
But they're dead?
But they're dead.
Oh God, no.
They get there and die.
That's all right.
Yeah,
That's
it would be
upsetting.
It would be a little upsetting. It would be one of those things where they would carry forward everything they did, but have to kind of almost merge with reality in the end.
That's traumatic.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. All right.
Don't die in my campaigns. It'll all be fine.
I won't. All right.
I have.
Well, ooh, that was a little heated there.
I've been at Kelly's table when characters die.
Yeah. Ooh. Oof. Vince.
Okay, so I'm a little messed up. I'm a big fan of psychological horror. You would be working your way through the Big Bad's evil lair.
Okay.
And over time, you realize that you and your party become separated. Now, you haven't actually encountered any enemies of note up until this point, but you're alone now. Until you realize you start to come across, one by one, other enemies who are very, very strong and have to make your way, killing each one until eventually you yourself accumulate enough wounds that you begin to also fade away as life seeps out of you. The spell begins to break as you take just enough punishment to start to fade from this world. And you realize that the trap of this place was that it got a bit into your head, and that you and your party had been your own enemies all along and had actually killed each other. I've done that to my table.
You're easy here with you. Hey, cool. All right,
okay.
Becca?
Is everyone all right?
Okay, so you've been fighting through a castle to an evil queen. You know that she's alone in her throne room. You burst in, having destroyed all of her soldiers and her minions, and she looks scared, sitting upon the throne. You can see her fingers clenching the sides of it. As you walk forward, the sconces around you burn brightly, and you walk closer to her as she starts to laugh menacingly, and her eyes bulge outward and turn into long stalks as she bloats and grows and floats above you as a beholder, like Xanathar the Beholder that we are leveling up right now. And the sconces come off the walls and they become little baby beholders and they all surround
my God.
you. You're all weakened.
No.
You have been brought down by fighting her entire army. And she laughs at you as all the many eyes are the last things you see.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
You win that one because beholders terrify me. 10,000 points to Becca. 10,000 points to Becca. You know what? And then the rest of you, this is a three-way tie.
Rest of you, get help.
I mean, you get help. Jeez. 9,900 points to the rest of you. 10,000.
Yeah.
Becca.
Okay.
Beholders is creepy.
They're real creepy. What? There's a whole room of them.
No, I don't like that. That was like a very Perkinsy nightmare story. Like, ooh. All right, now it's time to crown a winner. But here's the thing. I would have had to make you do math, and we only have a minute left, so I'm just gonna pick a winner. It's me. I, as the only player here and not a DM, gets to wear the DM.
You know what? It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Clean fight. But
I think it was a clean fight.
You pulled it out. You pulled it out.
Big congratulations to the Dungeon Master Challenge.
I love math.
And the finalists. Oh my God, you actually did math?
I can do math.
I actually do want to
Okay,
know.
just
I'm a
kidding.
magic player.
But remember, go to tngcelebration.com to check in on the progress on the actual Dungeon Master Challenge, not the one where I crowned myself Dungeon Master Challenger. Again, the 10 finalists will compete to see who becomes the first ever Dungeon Master Challenge champion. We have Andrew Bishinsky, Brian Curran, Melissa Kester, Aaron Merrick, Abdul Mahmood Nichols, David Reynolds, Angela Alice Simpson, Daniel Solano, Sergio Soloranzo, Brad Thompson. So thank you guys so much. Everybody's just doing math. I'm
Kelly
really
got 90
impressed.
million points.
That's amazing.
Oh my
Actually
God.
not a number.
Look at that.
Well, you
Some
still win.
good-looking squiggles.
Thank you guys so much. This is just friends are so
Guys,
amazing.
don't go there.
You got
Always
wrong.
go wherever
Your digits are
she
all wrong.
wants. This is, guys.
The real winner was the couch.
Thank you, the real winner was the couch. Everybody, congratulations to the
The real
couch.
points, the friends we made along the way.
Real friends.